Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Health Movement Podcast. I have a very energetic guest with us today. But before I introduce her, my name is Derek. I'm a certified personal trainer and a teacher of over 20 years. If you're watching on YouTube, I really appreciate it if you like, subscribe, leave comments, do all the stuff that people want you to do. Also, we are not doctors, so any training, advice, or nutrition or anything like that you hear is strictly our opinion, so check with your physician before making any changes. All right, now that that's all out of the way, with us today, I have Bruna Romeo, who is an engineer in Qatar, but she's also a triathlete and has done some pretty amazing stuff. So, Bruna, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for
So,
inviting me.
oh, of course, of course. I'm excited about this one. So I've got to ask, I think the normal lead up question is what got you into being a triathlete and doing an Ironman competition? Because that's not like a Sunday jog or a bike club. That's an intense activity that you've decided to take part in.
I think I don't have enough problems in my life. Probably is this. But for me, the key is always being challenging myself. So I needed to challenge myself and I needed to improve and always do something new. So I started the triathlon last year and it started slow, but I was feeling as though I need some challenge, some real challenge. And one day I just wake up, so okay, I will do Ironman.
Now, did you have experience with cycling or running or swimming, or
No,
do you have an athletic background?
swimming was my first sport in my life. So I
Okay.
started very very early. I think with 40 years old, I was competing in Brazil.
Oh, wow.
Not as professional, but was always into sport. And running, before triathlon, I was always running. I got some podiums in Qatar. And cycling, I was terrible. Cycling was,
Well,
I don't know how can I have grow this, but I was terrible.
that's
And
okay. You can't be good at everything when you start, and that's the challenge. You want to challenge yourself. You don't pick
exactly.
things you're good at necessarily.
Cycling was my challenge. So, okay, I needed to really learn how to do this.
I imagine though for triathletes, and I've never. Well, I did one, but it wasn't an official one. We used a kayak as opposed to swimming. But I imagine the swimming is the one people find the most challenging most often. Is that accurate?
Yes, the swimming is hard because the cutoff time is not so big as bike or running. So,
Well,
for example, in half Ironman, you have 1 hour 10 minutes.
and
If
if you
you
don't
really,
finish in that time,
if
you're
you
out.
don't finish it, you finish your Ironman. You cannot keep going.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So for
That would
half
be
Ironman is
awful.
one. Yes. So and sometimes people have panic on swimming on sea
Oh,
because
I can see that.
it's not something normal. We are always swimming on sea, and you cannot see some things, and always you feel one feet or something, and oh my god, is a shark? What is this?
I have this strange fear of squids. And I don't know if it's the fact they have a beak or just being dragged under. And I have a buddy, thanks, Lon, who will send me reels of like giant squids that people found just to be a jerk. But that's what I would picture swimming in the ocean, is having these tentacles come up and pulling me under. So I imagine your
Yes,
mind,
and here
especially.
in Qatar, it's funny because when you have a good weather to swim, you have the jellyfish season.
Oh.
One day I was on the last trainings on my half Ironman, and okay, let's go to swim on sea. A lot of jellyfishes, and
How
so
big
for
are your
me,
jellyfish?
so they was let me fix here and was around this,
Oh, if you
and
can't
you
see,
can
she's
see
probably
that
doing like 2 feet
yes.
wide. That's, ooh. No
And I
thanks.
was in panic. Oh my God, I cannot swim with this. They will burn me. And one catch my coach, and she had some burn on the hand. And after 40 minutes, I told finish. I cannot do. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's
Now
dangerous. And
what's the start like as well? Because I'm sure you have a mass of people in the water. Is that chaos at the beginning?
yeah, then when you start, so you have around 3 waves. It's for me, it's funny. The first one is the people that really swim good and go fast.
Yeah.
The middle one is who think that swimming good and it's excited to start. This is
Okay.
the most dangerous place for you to start because it's people start to swim as crazy and it started to kick you and beat you, and you started to have a bit panic.
Oh, yeah.
And you have the last people that okay, I am slow and I will go on my pace. This is my vibe,
Yeah.
and you go
Well,
more
I
more
imagine the
relaxed.
people in that middle group, like you were saying, some people have, we'll say too high an opinion of their abilities, and you get a whole group of people like that together. That's when some people start getting hurt, I imagine. Yeah, so
Yes.
I think either the front or the back would probably be the
Yes,
best,
for me,
the best.
most far away, the a lot of people is better.
That's good. That's
So
good.
because you always have someone touching you or very close. And on the sea, sometimes you get lost if you don't take
Mm,
break for when you are swimming on the pool. It's okay, you take breath on the side, but you are always going to the same straight. On the sea,
yes.
you need to turn, and sometimes so you are swimming here and the sea is pushing you, and
Oh,
you
that's
need to
right.
take a
So
breath in front a few times and see, okay, I am going on the correct way or no. And when you are with a lot of people, if one people is leading everyone and these people get lost, everyone will go together.
that's so bad. Oh, I imagine that can be frustrating.
And
That's
you have
funny.
the, for me, the time is the most important because, okay, I have 1 hour 10 or 2 hours 20 for full Ironman. So I need to be very, very on my pace and keep going. I cannot
Yeah.
have some mistakes.
That would be tough to get, like, not meet the time because you followed the pack and somebody
Yes.
went the wrong way, and I imagine that
Yes.
happens quite a bit. So once you finish the swim, you come out, and then what's next?
The cycling. So when you finish the swimming, usually you go out and a bit. So okay, where I am, and you go to the first transition and take the bike. So this is good. It's just hard to remove the wetsuit.
I was gonna ask that, yeah, you can't jump right on a soaking wet like a bike soaking wet. I imagine that's uncomfortable for the next
You know,
however
yes.
long.
And you need to prepare and put the socks, shoes, and
Yeah.
everything. Yes, the transition that takes a bit more time. The transition two is most okay. And you go to cycling. So when you are on cycling, it's everything okay. You find your pace and you go. It's just hard when you have the headwind.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Okay, what's your and then obviously the run would be next. What's your favorite leg? What's your favorite part of the Ironman race?
The cycling now.
Yeah,
It's
that
funny because
that
I
is
am
funny because you
terrible
that
on cycling, but for me the cycling it's better.
that's
Usually
awesome.
I was better on running, but so running is the last part. You are tired.
Yeah,
You
yes,
are
I
it's not
imagine.
so fun anymore.
Yeah, I imagine that's not enjoyable. But you
And for
I
me, it's hard to control my heart rate. So when I finish the cycling and start the running, and I start the running and I cannot control my heart rate, and I take some time to
Oh,
adjust.
okay. And, like, obviously, you need to fuel your body because you can't go that long doing that sorta exercise.
Yes,
So, what do
yes.
you eat during this time?
Gels, candy.
Okay. Candy, yes. That's the time to eat candy. I love that. I love that.
Yes. And you eat during the bike is very important, and you need to have electrolytes and salt
No, that's
because you
I I will
you lose
say
a lot of salt.
the one that I did, and it wasn't a full Ironman or anything like that, it was, and I've told the story on here a couple times, but I didn't know what to eat, and I was afraid I would eat too much and get sick, so I barely ate anything, and then I had nothing on the ride. I think I had water, and by the end, I was, like, shaking, and it was embarrassing because I was like, "I'm a good athlete, I should be able to do this," and I might have been dead last or maybe second to it was very close to the back of the pack. It was humbling to
Yeah,
say the
it's
least.
very hard. On my half Ironman, I was doing all the nutrition on the plan. On the last one, on the last 30 kilometers, I skipped I skipped the salt. And no, I
Oh,
am okay. I want to use the salt now. And when I finish it, I run 11 kilometers with cramp.
oh, that's gotta and you can't stop at that point. You gotta suck it up and
You know,
deal
you
with it.
you are on the final, thinking, so okay, I just needed to run. I cannot stop now. Never give up. And
Yes.
it was 11 kilometers with cramp. And after 11 kilometers, so stop it, and I finished the 21.
That's
But
awesome.
this,
Can
I never will skip more the nutrition. This was
that
one lesson learned.
well, that's the only way you're gonna learn that sort of thing is by doing something new and actually paying attention to what you're doing. So that's good. I did see one of your posts where you mentioned you're the only woman in the group and you're out in front with and leading all the guys for your cycling. Is that do you guys is that the same group you always train with?
Yes, this group, I was training with this group since last year when I was training for half Ironman. And after this, I started to mix some groups, but usually here it's more men on groups, just because of the time. Uh, I have some trainings that is 4 hours cycling, 3 hours
Yeah.
cycling, and sometimes the groups are doing 2 hours. So now I am jumping on a different groups. So who is doing more time? I am going.
Yeah, that's nice, that's nice. And you mentioned your husband's your biggest supporter, and
Yes,
you need somebody very understanding if you're going to be doing
yeah.
this
So
sort of activity.
today, Fridays for me is, so today is 4 hours cycling.
Wow.
So, but here is summer is very hot. It's impossible you do 4 hours outside. So if you see here in my back, my bike is ready
Yeah, yeah.
for 4 hours. It's 4 hours. Forgot about me. I will be on my cave.
That's nice. And I did see something that, I mean, most people have things they like to buy, like could be shoes or dresses or I don't know, comic or whatever it happens to be. You have a different sort of thing that you seem to have an abundance of. I saw your your bike collection there. That that was
I have,
impressive.
yes. So now I have two road bikes, one TT and one MTB, because here we have some competitions on the desert. It's very
Oh,
nice,
that's got to
and
be cool.
it's very nice. And I use the TT, but all carbon frame. So I think I have one or two cars in my apartment.
That's pretty funny. So when your birthday comes around, does your husband just kinda order you up a new bike and that's the gift or so you get a little more creative?
Yes, okay. Don't need give me some diamonds or something. No, just a bike. It's okay.
That's great. That's great. I love that. Um, so you're an engineer while you're
Yes,
doing all of this. How is it balancing work life and training for this? Because it seems like it's a second job to train.
yes, and this is the very hard part. So some days I wake up at 3 a.m., do some training, and after go to work. After work, another training. And yes, some days I don't have time for family or social life. I don't know what is this.
Yeah, I saw that. Like you're like, I don't go out much. And it's
I mean,
understandable.
social life is go to ride or something like this.
Yes. Yeah. As we get older, it's not like you find your group of people that you enjoy hanging out
Yeah,
with,
so
and
it's
it's
go to some ride and after a coffee. So this is social life.
yeah.
But yeah, but to work you cannot negotiate. You need
No,
to
yeah.
have you have
You
the time. You need to go.
you gotta pay for all
Yeah,
those bikes, and
yeah,
that's
exactly.
that's important, and the
Exactly. It's
wetsuits.
a lot of times I wake up and so why I need to go, why I need to work, and I look at my bikes. Okay, I'm going.
That's why. That's
If you
why.
stop, because if you check the Ironman subscription, it's so expensive. Bikes expensive, nutrition expensive. So
Mhm.
we are amateur athletes, so we don't have sponsors and everything. I'm glad I have some brands with me. But we needed to pay a lot of things. You needed to work. Don't have
Yeah.
choices. So the sports is lifestyle. Is what we love,
That's
but we
good though.
need
That
work.
honestly, like you could have a much worse hobby than or something that you love. This at least keeps you very healthy, keeps you active. It's a good example for your daughter to see her mom pushing
Yes.
herself like crazy like this and being successful. I saw is it pronounced Thebe? Did I pronounce
Phoebe.
that right? Yeah,
Yes.
2024. I saw
Yes.
you on top of the podium there, first place. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you. I got the first place on 2023 and 2024.
Oh, are you doing it again this year, or has it already happened?
This year I think I won't go because I'm going to full Ironman on 1st November.
Oh, okay.
And this challenge is on middle of November, final of November.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I have another triathlon in Qatar, the T100 in December.
Jeez.
Yes, and
You
on January we will have one new challenge in Qatar. Is Samla, is 100 kilometers, but is kayaking, running, swimming, and cycling in the desert.
wow. That's,
So you needed to come for to do this. It's
I would honestly, I would love to. And I sound like such a wuss on here, but I have, Achilles tendonitis, which is I teach during the school year and paint during the summer, and I'd been on a ladder for 8, 9, 10 weeks, and it was bad. The last week I finished up, so I've had a week off of that, and it's getting a lot better. I was able to jog a little bit, which was nice. So I'm hoping maybe by January I'll come out your way and embarrass myself in the desert there. That would
come,
be
come.
fun.
You will love. You will
Oh,
really love.
I have no doubt I would love it. It would be humbling, but I that's something
All
I
of
would love
us.
to. Yes. Oh, that's fun though. You seem to be finding new ways to push yourself here.
Exactly.
So do you have these other ideas of things you want to try that you haven't done yet, or is it you're focused on these and then once you finish these you'll find the next
Then and
challenge as
now
you go?
now my focus is to finish the full Ironman.
That's a
That
that's a big that's a big
this is
one.
very hard.
Yes.
But I think I will work a bit more on my times after this. So
Okay, I get that.
to improving the times, and probably I will find something.
Oh,
So
yeah, you don't strike me as one who's gonna sit on your backside and
yes,
put your feet up. That's yeah.
yes, I need some challenge for my life. If no. Uh, for me, I to be sitting and seeing the life going, I cannot.
I think that's a huge, huge thing that number one, it keeps us our mind stronger, our body stronger. It keeps us, but it keeps us younger. And there are a lot
Mhm.
of you know, uh, degenerative diseases and things that happen in the brain when you stop challenging it. When you
Yes.
challenge it, it creates new neurological pathways and everything, so that regardless of what it is, you could go from brushing your teeth right-handed and switch to left-handed, and it like a
Yeah.
simple little thing like that, it's a new challenge to go. I wouldn't recommend doing a left-handed toothbrushing competition. I don't think they have those, but just the idea of it, yeah, keep challenging yourself, keep pushing yourself. That's awesome. And I love that you consider yourself the worst at the bike, or that was the thing you were bad at when you first started, but that's your favorite thing now, which is that's
Yes,
a
yes.
cool thing.
For me, I on beginning it was something I hate. Oh, I needed to do the bike. I'm terrible on this. I'm still terrible, but now I enjoy it.
That's I'm guessing you're not terrible. Somehow, I'm
I
guessing.
told my friends, so now I have a new bike. I cannot blame my bike now. I have the so one very nice bike, and I need to blame my helmet or something. I cannot just
Yes.
blame me.
That's pretty funny. That's funny. Um, so I saw one thing where you started to design children's bicycles. Can
Yes,
you talk a little bit about that? That sounded so cool.
when I was in Brazil, I worked on Decathlon. Uh, I was on production team, and one of my responsibilities was the kids' bikes. So uh, was when I started was something very new for me.
Yeah.
I didn't have idea about this, but at the same time, I started to love this world. I was not cycling because in Brazil, I was always afraid to buy a bike and go out alone to do this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So here is I can go 3 a.m. I don't have problem.
That's good.
Uh, and but I started to see the kids learning on the bikes that I was doing. I was
That's
making this, and when I was on the parks, and all the kids have at least two one my bike, mine, and it
that's
was
cute.
something that on the beginning I cried. I was going to the parks and I cried, and
That's understandable though.
it was so okay. I'm feeling I am helping the new generation to practice sport.
Yeah, that's
And it
awesome.
was when I started it to change my mindset. And okay, I would like to do this. I would like to help people or to encourage people to practice sports to be health.
Yeah.
And so as I did some courses from Decathlon in France and Portugal for how to assembly and disassembly bikes, do the maintenance and everything. And was amazing experience. So
Do you
you
have
start doing this.
do you have pictures of some of the bikes that you've done? I put out a newsletter, and for anyone listening, if you go to healthmovement.us, you can sign up for it there. But I'll put out a newsletter, and I'd love to include some pictures of the bikes that
I will
that you
looking for.
design.
I probably I have. I will looking for. But I think if I will check you on the Decathlon site. I think by now they have some models that I created.
That's awesome. And did you ever think when you were getting an engineering degree that it would lead you to creating children's bikes? Was that anywhere in your mind? Like, oh, this might happen.
Never, never.
Yeah.
Was some I was thinking it's okay working on production on with iron casting or something like this, but with bikes, never. And it was an amazing experience. I was responsible for another projects, so Pilates balls and iron casting, the for uh, gym, latex band, the bands,
Yeah.
the mini bands and these. So a lot of, but the bikes was some projects that I put all my heart on this because I have a daughter, and she
Yeah,
was on this age, and she was discovering, and each phase that she was, I could create a bike imagining uh, she enjoying.
that's
So
that's got to be really cool for her too, to be riding a bike or seeing a bike and being like, my mom made that, and telling her
yes,
friends and say, yeah, it's my mom's bike that she made. That's pretty cool. That's a
and
good
she
thing.
was always on the park when she was on the park. Oh, my mom did this bike. My mom made this.
That's really exciting. I never would have guessed that that would have been an outcome of somebody getting an engineering degree. But people need to design bikes and kids need bikes, so some I don't know, that's
Exactly.
pretty special. Um, so I also saw that you wrote an article for a magazine. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I had a friend here in Qatar, and she had this magazine, and she asked me, so I would like to try to encourage the woman here in Qatar to to do something health after be mom, because a lot of women forget about herself
Yeah.
after have a kid, and
Yeah.
this is normal because we started to think on our kids and not on us.
Yeah.
And I wrote about this. So it's not selfish. You think on you. You need this because the
Yeah.
kids will grow up for the world. You
Yep.
need to prepare the kids for the world. And what will you do? You
Yeah.
will stop your life for 10 years, and after this, who you are? Maybe
Yeah.
sick, maybe without hobby, and you won't be the mirror for your kid.
Yeah. That's
You
true. And
will be just a mom.
I
It's
think it's
not bad. Okay, it's not bad, but you need to show. For me, it's very important to show my daughter that I am a strong woman. I am not just a woman. I am
yeah.
strong. I'm prepared for everything. So she can come to me and I will solve everything with her.
I think
And
that's
this
good.
is
It
important. That
teaches
she
it.
needs to see that it's not to be a woman, it's to be a strong woman because the world is not easy.
No, and it's never going to be for any, like, there's definitely a lot of good in there in the world, but it's, everybody's gonna deal with challenges and things like that, and that's life, and you have to figure out
Yes.
how to handle those. So I think it's good setting an example like you did, and even like, I teach 10 and 11-year-olds, and you see some of them that everything is done for them. So they've never learned how to do stuff on their own. And then other people put a lot more responsibility or independence on the kids. And I think one of the best indicators of success um, in future life for a kid is whether or not they had chores or tasks or things that they were,
Mhm.
responsibilities that are put on them. So if the parents are able to do their own things and they're not hovering over their kids all the time, the kids learn how to handle things on their own, but they also learn who they are. You give them a chance to become a little independent and find what they
Yes.
enjoy and be themselves. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Um, so you've got the full triathlon, that's November 1st,
Yes.
and then you've got another race, and then you've got another race lined up December and January. Is that the way it goes?
Yes. I'm talking. So I am full. I cannot book another sport. So by January.
No, no,
So
I
I am
think
full. But here in Qatar, the problem is the season for sports is very short.
oh,
We
okay.
started to have the challenge around October, and we will go maximum by May.
Oh,
After
alright.
this, we cannot have some outdoor sports or some more nice challenge because it's very hot.
Oh, how hot
And
does it get
yes,
there?
Uh,
How hot
how
does it
hot?
get? Yeah.
So the summer we can achieve 50 degrees,
Wow.
but
That's
they
50 Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
yeah,
Yeah. Just
Celsius.
for the
But
yeah. That's hot. That's hot.
but the humidity here is very high.
Oh,
So
okay.
have some early mornings. We started the cycling 4 a.m. and humidity was 80%,
Oh,
80%.
jeez.
So you start is as the sensation is just your cycling inside the sauna.
Oh, okay. That's see, it's very I'm in Massachusetts, which is the northeast part of the United States, and we have kind of the opposite problem where come October, November, once the snow hits, it's
Yes.
cold, and unless you're skiing or doing it like something like that, you're not playing. I played football through high school and college, and I remember by the end of the season, and you put your hand in the ground to get down in your stance, and you're down in a foot of snow, and you can't even feel anything. So it's slightly different issues, but I
Yeah,
guess we
but
both have our
in
seasons.
the other side, you see Brazil. Brazil, you can practice sport full year. You don't
Oh,
have
that's pretty
snow.
cool.
You is hot, but you can do the sports. So full year, you have some uh,
That's good.
activities. So for me, come here and have some less than half year.
I like it. I mean, you can cycle there at 3 in the morning and you're good. So yeah,
Yes.
definitely. There's definitely benefits. Well,
Yeah,
Bruna,
no,
I
we have the balance.
that's good. Bruna, I thank you so much for taking the time. I know it's the middle of the day over there, and I'm sure you're busy with everything that you got to do. So I really appreciate you sitting down and talking with me today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much to invite me.
Now, if people want to see how you're doing and kind of follow you with your races and everything, what's the best way for them to keep track of you?
On my Instagram,
Okay.
Bruna Romeo.
I will I'll link that in the description for the show so people will be able to
Good.
follow. But
Thank you.
yeah, you guys should definitely reach out to Bruna though. She's as you can tell a happy, energetic person. So definitely worth the time to talk to. Well, Bruna, thank you and thank your husband and your daughter for letting you get away for a few minutes.
Thank you. Thank you.